Ladies and gentlemen, the time is here. The time is now. All over the world. Paris, Saint-Tropez. Everyone on holiday. Put your drinks in the air. It's time. Sean Rock. Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Sean Rock says, can you feel it? Sean Rock says, can you feel it? Sean Rock says, can you feel it? Feel it, feel it.
Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Can you feel it?
Yeah, come on.
I can feel my heart, my energy, and I got my fire burning inside, just like each and every one of us. All the stories we cry happiness, victory American methods, and I've got all the power of love. Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Can you feel Every day I know I feel the pain. Every night you know I don't lose the name. 'Cause you don't know all I have in my mind. I can feel the glory in my dreams.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to IFS White Collar Boxing Singapore. How are you all this evening? I'm not sure I heard that. How are you all this evening? Now, allegedly, ladies and gentlemen, I know a few things. There would only be a few things, but I know a few things. The first thing I can tell you is you are going to have an absolutely brilliant evening this evening. You are the lucky few who are part of the biggest white-collar boxing event in the world. Now, that event is due in no small part to these 18 ladies and gentlemen who are joining me here in the ring. They have taken themselves to their physical and mental absolute limits over the last 4 months to put on this show for you this evening. They come from Denmark, Sweden, the United States of America, the United Kingdom, and for the first time ever, Jersey and Estonia. And I may have forgotten Australia. That always goes down very well. Now, of course, there is one thing I also know. I think our monster ring girls look absolutely fabulous. Don't you agree, gentlemen? Now, these 18 boxers in the ring here have put on a fantastic job. And before I go on, I think they deserve a massive round of applause for the effort that they have put in so far to put a show on for you tonight. They all have their own personal reasons for going through the pain and angst that they've put themselves through over the last 4 months. But there is one reason that they are all together on this, and that is a very special organisation that we support wholeheartedly here at White Collar Boxing in Singapore, and that is, of course, the Children's Surgical Centre in Cambodia. Now, if you have a look at the video screens, you will see why this organisation is so very close to our hearts. It is all for a very, very good cause this evening, ladies and gentlemen, as you have just seen. Now, here's a little bit of audience participation for you, and this is a chance for your table to win some serious cash. We all like that, don't we? On your table is an envelope. It will have your table number on it, and in that is a card, which is called the Bout Predictor card. This gives you a chance to discuss with your fellow table participants who you think is going to win each bout. On that card, it's broken in two, or has little segments to break it in two. And you have a choice of a number of things. You have to go through bouts 1 to 9. You'll see them all listed there. And you have the option of decision, or you'll start with draw. You have the option of draw. You have the option of a decision, which is a referee's decision, a judge's decision, a white towel thrown into the ring, etc., etc. And then, of course, you have the others, which is knockout, technical knockout, etc., etc. So, what you have to do is discuss it with your fellow table members who you think is going to win each bout. Let me give you an example. Jane, come and join me over here. Kyrie, come and join me here. I have these two lovely ladies. Not ugly, not ugly. So obviously never been in too many fights in their lives. So it's going to be a bit of a hard decision. The Estonian or the Australian. You've got to look through your program and think, who's going to win this fight? She's got some guns. She's got some guns. You've got to make the call. Now, what you've got to do is go through the card and tick how you think that fight's going to end up. And it is $50 per person into the envelope. You keep half the card, we take the other half, including the cash, and at the end of the night, the table that guesses the most number of decisions will win the cash. Now, put it this way. From the Children's Surgical Centre point of view, if each and every one of you participate tonight, you will allow the surgeons at the Children's Surgical Centre to perform over 240 operations. Now that's a pretty good cause and well worth a little grey note to go in the envelope. So, bout predictor, they must be done before the start of bout number 1. Thank you, ladies. Good luck. Ladies and gentlemen, our boxers are making their way out of the ring now. Please wish them all the very, very, very best of luck. Because the next time you will see them, got a funny feeling this is a very quiet crowd tonight. The next time you see those boxers, they will be making that all-important solo journey down the catwalk. Some say the loneliest journey of them all. They'll be back very soon. Now I have some very special guests to welcome this evening. First and foremost is the naming sponsor of these events across the region. He is the chairman of International Financial Services, and I am very proud to announce that they have just signed a contract to sponsor this event for another 12 months. Would you please make welcome Mr. Paul Futrell? I have a very special welcome for the lady who connects CSC with the Vanda Sports Group. She is, of course, from the Children's Surgical Centre, Miss Anne McMurray. And I have another very special guest, and I believe this may be his first venture into the lion's den. He is the British High Commissioner to Singapore, His Excellency, Mr. Anthony Phillipson. I would now like to ask Mr. Futrell and Mr. Ian Milan, the CEO of the Vanda Sports Group, to please make their way into the ring. Now, I think Anne is making her way in. Here she comes. Good evening, Paul. Very well. Come over here, gentlemen, ladies. Stand right there. Now, this is the fun part of the evening, ladies and gentlemen, where I get a chance to give some cash away. And would you please accept a check for the Children's Surgical Centre from events that we ran in Hong Kong and Singapore earlier this year? That check is valued at $152,500. I'm sure that it will go to very good use in Cambodia. Ladies and gentlemen, may I introduce the CEO of Vanda Sports Group, Mr. Ian Milan.
Thank you. Good evening. My role's very simple. For the next 60 seconds, I need to make sure that I say thank you to everyone that this means to. These events are now on their 14th in Singapore, and their success has been due to one specific thing: your attendance. It's the support that you give us that allows us to present checks like that and to achieve some of the things that we've managed. When you look at that video tonight, you can have a number of emotions. But for myself, the pride I felt seeing the Vanda Wing, which has changed beyond belief what happens at CSC, with an increase in capacity of over 175%, all due to the efforts of you, our sponsors, and our boxers. Now, let me just finally put things into context. We are now at $1.5 million raised in the last 4.5 years supporting CSC. Let me give you a more important number than that. Because of the efforts of our boxers and our sponsors and every one of you who've attended our events, we have funded the equivalent of 6,000 operations on children who would not have had those operations if we had not had your involvement. That is very special. So, I thank each of you. I thank our sponsors. I thank Mr. Futrell. And I hope you have a fantastic night and we can hope to have your continued support. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ian. Thank you, Anne. Thank you, Paul.